deal, people? It's the penalty. Uh, I'm going to talk about, you know how we got racism and shit, you know what I'm saying? But most people don't really realize that before we can battle and defeat racism, we got to battle and defeat racism within our own ethnicity, you know? Like, for example, like, I mean, it ain't just black people. It's all nationalities. Like there's always skin tones. You know what I'm saying? There's a war between skin tones: light skin, brown skin, dark skin. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you're born dark skin, or if you're born too light, or you're born too dark, you know what I'm saying? You get teased in school, and they come up with jokes, and they make you feel uncomfortable about being who you are. You know, like they make you not want to love the skin that you're in. And I just feel like before we can fight racism against other races, we gotta fight within our own shit and bring our own people together. You know, it's like it was certain trends at one time where it's like light skinned dudes was in style, and then it went from light skinned dudes to dark skinned bald headed Michael Jordan type niggas. You know, like one thing us fellas have to realize, and it ain't just the black community, but I'm talking about the black community. One thing us fellas need to realize is that we can't have every woman out there. You know, like certain women like certain type of dudes. Certain women like light skinned dudes with long hair. You know, some of them like dark skinned dudes with bald heads. Some of them like dark skinned dudes with long hair, light skinned dudes with bald heads. I mean, like, you know, like they like skinny dudes, fat dudes, tall dudes, short dudes, stocky dudes, you know what I'm saying? Skinny motherfuckers like me, you know what I mean? Like, one thing we gotta realize is that we can't have every woman out there. And it's good to feel self-confident and stuff like that, but we can't feel like we are superior over top of any other skin tone out there, or any other race, you know, ethnicity and shit. And we gotta stop all these stereotypes, man. You know? It's like, okay, because I'm light skinned or whatever, like people ain't gonna take me as serious as they would a dark skinned person. Like if me and a dark skinned person was standing next to each other in public, who you think the public gonna be more scared of? The DMX looking dude, you know what I'm saying, or me, you know what I'm saying? Like, or just not even me in particular. Like, okay, like nowadays, who's the most popular light skinned rapper today? Drake, right? So like now Drake kind of like represents light skinned dudes, and he's giving off a very very soft image. You know, like he's making it seem like light skinned dudes are just soft, and we can't fight, and we don't like to get our hands dirty. We think we too pretty and this, that, and the third. I'm not saying that we aren't like that. I'm just saying that everybody's not like that. You know, that there are a lot of light skinned dudes that I know that just act too conceited and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like there's dark skinned dudes I know that act too conceited. So I don't think it's actually a skin complexion per se. You know, but everybody is just judging each other over that. Like I've developed so many enemies over the years simply because of my skin tone. You know, of course they didn't admit that shit, but like okay, like I have dark skinned friends I meet on Facebook, and you know what I'm saying, like, and they would just like nitpick with me, and find little things to disagree with me with, and you know what I'm saying, like try to put labels on me, and make me feel uncomfortable and shit. And like at first I didn't understand what it was, but then I'm like, okay, these people got more money than me, you know what I'm saying? Like they got more people following them. So like what do I have that they don't have? You know what I'm saying? It's gotta be some type of envy when it comes to my physical appearance. I'm not saying that I look better than anybody else, but you know what I'm saying? Subconsciously, these dark skinned people that I rub the wrong way, you know what I'm saying? These guys are like, they they want to be me. You know what I'm saying? They wish they looked like me. You know what I'm saying? And in some ways, like I don't like the fact that light skinned people get certain privileges that dark skinned people don't get, And I definitely don't like the fact that dark skinned people are taken more seriously and more feared than a light skinned person. I think that shit is stupid right there. It's like nobody, like I said on the first season, nobody had a choice as to what color they was going to be. Nobody did. I didn't, you didn't, your mother didn't, your father didn't, nobody fucking didn't. So for somebody to treat you different because of something that you had no fucking control over, that shit is stupid as fuck, man. You know what I'm saying? Had to fight so many motherfuckers back in the day, man, because of my skin tone. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't talking about racism from white people or other races. I'm talking about black right now. I'm talking about black people. How we just got this fucking complex about ourselves and shit. Like some of us don't even like being out in the sun too long because our skin gonna get too dark. So the fuck what? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the big deal about your skin tone? And one thing that burns me up a lot about black women nowadays, the celebrity black women, is that they all bleaching their skin to make their skin lighter now. They getting surgeries and all types of insecure bullshit that they wasting their money on and shit. And man, a lot of these chicks are just naturally beautiful, man. Like look at Little Kim, for example. Like she was fine before she started fucking with the damn scalpel and shit, like getting surgery and whatnot. Like, why did she have to do that shit with her nose and fuck up her skin tone and man, the bitch looked like a damn transsexual, fucking Japanese transsexual and shit, man. Like, damn, I miss the old Lil Kim, man. She was so sexy back in the day, man. Can't say that about her now. And a lot of people think the same thing gonna happen to Nicki Minaj, which I think it already did happen. I looked at some of her old photos. She was a lot darker than what she is now, and she damn sure didn't have that ass. You know what I'm saying? We all know that shit is fake. I think people, like, when they do surgeries and do shit like that on some Michael Jackson type shit, like, they don't really think about the future, man. Like, what the fuck you think you're gonna look like 10, 20 years from now? Like, you're gonna look terrible, man. You're gonna look ugly as shit. Word up, man. Like, people just need to fucking realize that, man. That we gotta start loving ourselves and start loving each other, man. All this petty shit about light skin versus dark skin shit, man, we need to put that beef to rest, man. That shit done got old as fuck. Word up, man. That shit is old as hell, man. That's why black people can't come together now and shit, man. That light skin versus dark skin shit. Or, man, it's just, everything is just all fucked up, man. And I look at other races, I look at other nationalities, they kind of like beef on some light skin, dark skin type shit, but not like how we do. Like, we got it bad. And television and the media and stuff, you know what I'm saying? They make sure that we got it bad and shit. Like, they do little subliminal shit to make us want to change our appearance or make us feel uncomfortable about who we are naturally, But we all got to be smart enough to realize that television cannot dictate what beauty is. Television can't dictate shit. Television, fuck TV, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to watch TV? Watch Penalty TV, man. You know what I'm saying? I drop jewels every fucking episode, man. On some real shit, man. Don't fucking follow these motherfuckers on TV, man. And don't change your fucking appearance just because everybody in your life is not satisfied with the way you look. Fuck their fucking satisfaction and fuck what they think, man. You know what I'm saying? You do what you want to do, man. Word up, man. Like, get used to that person in the mirror, man. Fall in love with that person in the mirror. I ain't saying act conceited and like, ooh, I look better than this person. I look better than that person. Like, don't go around acting like that, but just look in the mirror and be able to say, look, I'm beautiful. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need your approval. I don't need your mother's approval, your sister's approval, your cousin's approval. I don't need nobody's motherfucking approval. You know what I'm saying? That's what people need to start saying to themselves and keep that shit in their minds fresh on some real shit. Because it makes no fucking sense how we fight each other, we beef against each other, we can't get along with each other because we got motherfucking different skin tones and shit. Like, how the fuck would it look if everybody in the world had the same skin tone? Like, wouldn't that really be fucking boring? Wouldn't that really be fucking lame? Be lame as fuck, right? Man, we need to get our shit together, man, on some real shit, man. Like, we falling off so fucking hard, man. And it's like we don't have no leaders like that anymore, man. A lot of our leaders done got killed off and got locked the fuck up. Not just talking black leaders, I'm just talking about leaders in general, man. Like, nobody wants to stand up and fight anymore. Everybody just want to go with the flow and kiss ass and kill each other and betray each other just to climb up, you know what I'm saying, the fucking totem pole and shit. That shit is fucking whack, man. That shit is whack as fuck, yo. On some real shit, man. Like, man, like, when it comes to women, my personal preference, like, you know, growing up, I've been a light skinned dude my whole life, of course, but it's like I've always been more attracted to darker skinned women. But that's not saying that dark skinned women are more beautiful than light skinned women. That's just my personal preference, you know. But nowadays, I really don't care what she looks like when it comes to skin tones and stuff like that, man. As long as she do what she has to do as a partner, as a wife, as a mother or whatever, you know, if I choose to procreate with her. But right now, you know, I'm not even like looking at all of that right now. You know, I'm just focused on my priorities, putting out this music, doing these Penalty TV episodes, you know, managing my art page on Facebook, you know what I'm saying? Like looking for a better job and, you know, some employment and shit. You know what I'm saying? A job, I mean, not a better job, but a job, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga at the bottom right now. But shit, you know, I'm not going to give up, man. And no matter how many people treat me different because of the way I am, man, I'm not going to change who I am, man. They can kiss my black ass, yo. On some real shit, like, man. Yep. Light skin versus dark skin. When is that war going to fucking end, man? And I know this video is not the fucking solution, you know, but hopefully enough people will watch videos like this right here, and you know what I'm saying, start to think a little more deeply into like, you know, accepting who they are naturally, man. Like, fuck that, fuck getting surgeries and spending thousands of dollars throwing plastic on you and getting bigger tits and bigger asses or smaller nose and shit. Like, man, love the nose that you got, man. Like, I don't give a fuck what my nose look like, man. Like, shit. I don't give a fuck what motherfuckers pick on my nose. Like, fuck it. This is my nose. Like, I done learned to live with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. Niggas pick on your nose, you snort a booger on them. Keep it grimy. Shit. Fuck these motherfuckers, man. Yeah, man, we gotta all come together as one, man. Like, all this color shit, man, we should all be colorblind, yo, on some real shit, yo. Cause we let small things like that like keep us from building, keep us from starting revolutions. It keeps us from it keeps us from getting along, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, the government knows exactly what they doing. The media, they doing some psychological shit to us right now, man. And it's just keeping us fighting each other until all of us are fucking dead. You know, we making their job easier. You know what I'm saying? Depopulation methods and shit. That's what they fucking instilled into us, man. And we're fucking carrying it out for them and shit. And they not paying us a motherfucking dime for it either. So you gotta think about all of that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Use your own motherfucking brain, man, and analyze shit, man. Don't just go by what other motherfuckers done told you and shit. For real. But yeah, this is The Penalty. Season 2, episode 5, light skin versus dark skin. That shit, man. That shit is stupid.